The ozone system itself is an easy and safe system to operate. At the start of the process, what we want to do is make sure we have a good dry air. And so we have a compressor that actually has a chiller on it and a dryer to actually make sure we get the moisture out of the air itself. That air is then fed to our ozone generator where we create all the magic that, we're splitting the oxygen molecules and making the ozone. What we're doing from there is we're feeding that into our treatment chamber, which on this system here, the OMW-1000 is the treatment bin. But just with the ease of the operation itself, the waste is actually brought up and up into the lift area where the waste is actually weighed and then lifted into the hopper area. What we offer on the system is parametric monitoring. So when the operator comes to the system to operate it or to start the operations, what they do is they enter in their operator code. And if you want to actually source the waste of where it's actually coming from, if you have ancillary facilities, or just within the hospital system itself, if it's an operating room compared to an OB, you can actually put the source code in here to start the operations. And in the parametric monitoring, you can actually extrapolate all that information from it. But the main reason for the parametric monitoring is to make sure to ensure that we have the ozone at the right proper level and that it's maintained at that level of parts per million for a certain amount of time. And all of that is recorded in the HMI, just with the ease of operations. Once the waste is entered, it actually starts the process. It lifts the waste, weighs it, lifts it, and then dumps it into the hopper treatment area, which is the start. Once the lid is closed, the waste is actually shredded at that point, and it drops down into an auger and then goes into the treatment chamber bin. In the treatment chamber bin, we have multiple injection ports on the bin itself where the ozone is injected into that chamber. And then what we're doing is we actually have a monitor or a line coming out of there where we're actually monitoring the ozone level in that system. So and again, just to ensure that the waste is properly treated, and again, for a certain amount of time. Once the waste is actually treated, and it could be anywhere from 10,000 to 14,000 pounds in the treatment chamber itself, it is actually ready to go to a landfill. And the hauler that would come and that is contracted with the hospital would come, pick up the treatment bin, haul it to the landfill, bring it back as an empty bin, and then it gets reattached and ready to start the process again.